Deliver Us the Moon on the PlayStation 4. This is a game that I purchased from the Maryland Library System during one of their book sales. Alright, look. This is supposed to be a research stream. I played this game for about half an hour before starting this commentary. Nah. Just nah. We'll do the video log anyways. I want to see if it actually grows on me. I'm pretty sure it won't. This looks like one of those... It's somewhat of a... It looks like a first-person puzzle-solving mystery like Myst or The Witness, except it's about an astronaut. So I guess that's an interesting idea, I suppose. This is a... Is this a... Hold on. Apparently it's a British company that made this game. When did it launch? Yeah, well, we'll worry about it later. So I'll start the game over from the beginning. Yes, we're going to start a new game because I want you to see how the game starts. This is basically going to be the first 40... This is going to be the first half hour of the game, if not the first hour. Depending on how much I can tolerate of this. Again, I think this is one of them there. Myst-like puzzle, dungeon, content, hold up, press content kind of games. So, if you're into that, maybe this looks good.
Friends and family of the missing lunar colonists gather all around the world tonight in remembrance of the 2054 MPC blackout that resulted in a global power outage and the loss of contact with the lunar colony. The blackout caused global turmoil, which ultimately led to the closure of the World Space Agency 1 year later. In other news, the recent formation of the largest dust storm on record has prompted climatologists to readjust their forecast of the equatorial desert's growth rate. As a result of the new storm, the desert could soon cover 30% of the globe's landmass. Several governments have pledged support for refugees, despite reports...
Yeah, we've lost contact with the colonists at LV-426, so I guess we're gonna hop on this ship and investigate the shake and bake operation.
Former NPC ground station in the Adirau Desert. Authorities have imposed a mandatory...
I think we're actually in Kazakhstan, if I'm not mistaken. I wasn't paying attention.
Countries north of the equatorial desert, temperatures are expected to be a mild 46 degrees Celsius. This was Nicole Cage for World News 1, September 16, 2059. Wishing you a safe and happy day.
I mean, you can't open the book or anything, can you? Yeah, you can't open the book. You can just flip it to the back. It's not that kind of codex entry, I suppose. Yeah, what kind of stereo system is that? Actually, that'd be a server rack. We're not gonna lick the walls. We're just gonna move along. I don't know why this is being toggled, but whatever. Oh, this explains the launch sequence. You don't need to memorize that. The game will explain all this later, which is good, because this wouldn't make much sense otherwise. In fact, when we actually launch the ship, you can't... I mean, it would be nice if you could, like, take this with you, you know what I mean? In case you forgot. Yeah. Ground launch sequence. Yeah, okay. Here's the problem. How do I say this? We are not going to see the simulation. It'll just be a bunch of QuickTime events once we get on the ship. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. You don't have to memorize that, trust me. The game will tell you what to do when the time comes. It's not that kind of game. It's not the kind of game where you're expected to take notes.
Please confirm radio contact.
At least not yet, anyway. The World Space Agency, yeah, of course.
Radio contact confirmed. Make your way to the launch platform and prime the rocket for liftoff. We have to launch before the dust storm hits.
Yeah, no pressure, Pops. So I'm all by myself, and I have to launch the rocket by myself. But before we do that, we have to complete some Myst-like puzzles.
There she is, the tourist spy. It took us 4 years to get her ready for launch. But you need to hurry. The dust storm will hit this area in a few hours. If we don't succeed now, the Fortuna mission will be over for good.
She ain't much, but she's got it where it counts. So, yeah, you saw the big hitch. You saw the big hitch when the game was doing an autosave, so keep that in mind. you'll see that hitch quite often. This game is a walking simulator, but it's a walking simulator with puzzles, but so you will see some hitches, unfortunately, because the game isn't optimized to, like, run seamlessly. Hey, so I guess the frame rate's 30. I mean, again, I think the game seems to be looking fine right now. Like, it's a very confined area, so at least make the game look decent. Like, it's not a barn burner or anything, but the environments look good, so that's fine. And playing this on a 4K screen, the game looks perfectly reasonable. Microwave power. Yeah, microwave power transmission. Yeah, I saw that in SimCity 3000. You can set up a satellite that can transmit power directly to a receiving station. With the downside being it might misfire and you could burn the entire city. Other than that, it's a very promising technology. I don't remember this. I didn't do any of this part the first time I played the game. Oh, the Metroid Prime scanning crap. Oh well. Sputnik Monument. So is this set in the? So is this set in the former? Well, it's not set in the former Soviet Union. Because it's set in the future. But we're launching out of Kazakhstan. So say bye bye to Borat. I wonder what happened to Russia in the 30 years since the invasion. You know the invasion. The one that happened 30 years prior to the year 2050. So there's a lot of this going on in the first hour of the game. You hold up, you see content, you can't go up, and you can't hold up anymore because there's an obstacle in your way. So the only way around it is to find the obstacle and remove it, which usually involves finding the narrative trigger that allows you to unlock or remove the obstacle, and then you can hold up and see some more progress. You can hold up and see some more content. So yeah, hold up on the left stick, see content.
I see you're on your way up to the facility. The control center is located on the top floor. There you can prime the rocket for launch.
I mean, you do have to turn around occasionally. You're still holding up to see content, you just have to turn around occasionally.
It's been 5 years since we last received a microwave power transmission from the lunar colony. At first, no one believed it would be possible to transmit energy from the moon back to Earth. But the WSA proved the skeptics wrong. Just like you will, when you get the MPTs back online.
Yeah. Had to load the next asset. So I guess using the elevator to load the next batch of assets wasn't efficient enough. Don't know the code. So again, we can't make progress till we can find out how to open the door. Find the access code. Let's turn on our flashlight. What do you know? You did what you're not supposed to do. You left a password taped to the side of the room next to the door that's secured by the lock. I mean, 3548. I love video games. I mean, if this were like the early 90s, it would probably be on the back of a box or in an instruction manual. And Blockbuster would say, hey, if you want to get past this part of the game, the code you need is ... Or if you're renting Star Tropics on the NES from a video store, like from Errol's or something.
This building once functioned as part of the WSA, but it's been our home for many years now. I still can't believe you'll be leaving here for good soon. The desertification of this whole region won't take long after the storm passes through.
I don't remember that part. Yeah, I don't remember that part, putting the box, but there will be an elevator puzzle later. So we'll get to that when the time comes, I suppose. I don't remember needing any of this. Yeah, I didn't come into this room the last time I played. 2048, yeah. It was wild. 8 years after the Resource Wars. When the Madison family decided to unleash the buyout assault. Actually, no, they didn't. No, they were using the resource. What were the Madisons using the Resource Wars to fund their buyout operation, and then the buyouts eventually there was a revolution, and I guess at some point the Skynet got involved, and then the Ghost Who Walked wound up meeting the Terminator. I don't remember. I guess the Ghost Who Walked wound up impregnating John Connor's mother. I don't remember exactly how it worked. So you had to move this out of the way so we can open the door. I know this because the door was opening even though the ladder was in front of it, so. Oh, by the way, see that? That'll be important later, just not now. That's called foreshadowing, kids. Just a second. Or it's also, you know, basic, you know, narrative game design. Like, you want to let people know that if you want to come this way, you have to let people know what's possible, because you might have to backtrack later and figure out how to use what you just saw in the previous room to get to the next room, that kind of thing.
Isolated 3 plausible causes for the MPT blackout. 1, a transmitter at Pierce's space station.
Claire, there you are. Come on, we're celebrating in the other room. Everyone is looking for you.
I need to go over this one last time, Maria.
We've been over it before, multiple times. We're good. Come. It's time to join the party.
It won't take long. I'll be right there.
A true Johansson. Once he set his mind to something, I could never convince him either. You're just as stubborn as your father.
Probably the only thing we have in common. I just don't understand why he didn't restore the MPT connection. He invented the damn thing. And now it's just us. No one else is even trying. If we fail...
Remember what I told you. If it can be done, then we're going to do it.
Good. You're in the control center. Get the rocket ready to launch as fast as possible.
Press the button.
Calculating new storm ETA. Claire? We have a problem. The storm is approaching faster than expected. Way faster. Time's running out. Keep going, Fortuna. We've been working too long to give up now.
I'm by myself, you know. You want me to launch a freaking rocket by myself? Close both hydrogen fuel valves. I'm sorry, what? For instance, the first time I played this game, I tried interacting with the object. The game won't let me. Because... that. Close both fuel valves. Where are the fuel valves? They're probably outside. Because they're not in here. Like, where are the fuel valves? They're probably outside. I mean, they aren't the fuel valves probably won't fit in here. What fuel valves? Oh, you mean the rocket's fuel valves? Probably, yes. So what was it? You had the Resource Wars with the buyout uprising, and then it was the Asimov robots, and then, No, the buyout uprising? No, wait. There was the buyout uprising, which was unrelated, the Resource Wars were used to fund the buyouts being developed by Louis Leon Paradigm, and then, then what? Yeah, Louis Leon Paradigm got involved, and the kid who lived in his basement with his sister and his army of robots managed to Edward Snowden all the intelligence that said, hey, this large corporation that makes all the robots is going to use them to take over the world after the richest man on the planet becomes the president of the world, replacing the African dude who was in charge of the world. And I don't mean Elon Musk. So basically, the black guy was in charge, and I guess a few people and a rich guy got mad about that. So he decided to take over the world, using his great opulence to like buy support from the world leaders, I suppose. Oh yeah, he used AI to take over the world, didn't you know? No. He used the buyouts as his own private army, because you know they were sentinels, and they had crank chips, and the crank chips are going to be used to, yeah, the crank chips were used to power those autonomous machines, you know, those robot machines. But what happened was that eventually there was supposed to be a crank chip upgrade in the year 1999. No, it was in the year Y2K. There's supposed to be a crank chip upgrade that would make the robots AI, or shall we say self, what was the word? Whoop. Okay, yeah, we can't leave the ladder here, otherwise the elevator can't go up. I'm just showing that off because I made that mistake the first time I played. So at some point in the future, there was so at some point Skynet, no, at some point Louis Leon Paradigm and the Madison family, Max Madison Sr., teamed up to make autonomous robots. But the Max Madison and his wife fought Louis Leon Paradigm in the Resource Wars because each of them were developing their own robots that were planning to take over the world. So each of them wanted to develop robots that would be used as a labor replacement tech. Gosh darn it. Give me a second. I can't grab from here. I have to grab the other way. So at some point, I think Edward Snowden released the technology behind Skynet, and I think at some point Skynet launched the missiles into Eastern Europe or something, and that led to he launched the nuclear missiles, but what happened was that because they launched the nuclear missiles, but what happened was they couldn't continue the conflict in Eastern. Hold on. Okay, so we have to do another thing. Just a second. Prime the rocket inside the control center. So we turned on the we turned on the lights. We primed the pumps. So I think what happened was that Skynet launched the nuclear missiles, which decimated all major nuclear powers. So because all the militaries were decimated, they couldn't harvest the resources they needed due to supply shortages to actually continue the conflict in Eastern Europe. So what happened is that, hold on, I gotta turn the key. You have to turn the freaking key. So what happened was that we had to fight the resource war so that we could develop the tech we needed to fund the wars. But the resource wars led to the crank chips and the buyout uprising. Okay, give me a second. I'll continue this in a moment. It's Saturday morning. Bear with me. I'm watching The Tick. I'm watching the Amazon reboot of The Tick over here. I'll get around to that eventually. It's kind of mediocre. So it's the third best iteration of The Tick.
You have to launch now, before the dust storm destroys the rocket and everything we've worked for.
I gotta do all this by myself. Yeah, thanks. I have to launch the rocket, turn the key, activate the fuel pumps, run into the rocket before it launches, and buckle up, and turn all the switches. And by the way, the weather sucks. So we shouldn't even be launching this crap. So we have to launch it before, hurry up, before the weather starts. I'm sure Elon Musk had this problem. I don't know, maybe we should have launched it before the whole climate change thing went, sideways. I don't know, maybe launching rockets didn't help the whole climate change situation. Or, yeah, maybe it exacerbated the problem. Or maybe it emphasized how serious the problem was. Because now we're in a real big hurry to get off this planet, because we can't stay here, we cooked it to death. I mean, I understand the concerns about the desertification of Central Asia, but I didn't think this was part of it. Maybe it is. Have you ever seen the Aral Sea?
Rocket navigation systems online. We're nearly there. It's just like your training. You can do this. Initiate launch procedure.
Oh, did the clock stop? Okay, so I guess we're not in a rush anymore, so I can just chill. I can kick up my feet. So, thanks for telling me it's just like the simulation. What was the simulation again? I literally just started playing this game 20 minutes ago. Oh, now I'm on a clock. Sorry, I guess I can't kick up my feet. Sorry. Guess there's a fail state. That's good to know. Okay, now it's another QuickTime event. Just like the kickoff in Tecmo Super Bowl.
Perfect, just like with practice.
Yep, just like the kickoff in Tecmo Super Bowl. Auxiliary power units, A1, A3, B3, B4.
Auxiliary power units, booting up.
Yeah, it's like I've done this, it's like I've never done this before. The game has to tell me what to do, even though I've done this several times in the simulation. I've done this literally once. Okay, you have to quickly turn the knobs, which means you have to quickly press the square buttons. Initiate hydrogen burn-off. Oh, that. Flip. Flip. In no particular order. In no particular order.
Rocket boosters ready for ignition. Standing by for countdown.
What? Ready for ignition. What ignition? Oh, that ignition.
Rocket boosters, ignition start.
Ignition and hit it!
4, 3, 2, start. 1. We have liftoff.
Every time I look into a monitor, my circuits sizzle. When are we gonna start busting Deceptichops? Well, it's off to Autobot City on Earth. Where's the Vince DiCola soundtrack? I'll have to add it in post. So yeah, about that buyout uprising. So again, they needed the resource wars to rebuild their armies after the nuclear missiles were. Hold on.
You're on your way, Pacino 1.
It's dark outside. Good thing I didn't have. Good thing I wasn't on a timer when I had to buckle up. There's no QTE to buckle up. Oh well. What? No Aerosmith? What? Oh.
Breathtaking when the first astronauts made their way to the moon just 100 years ago. They knew an Earth full of life. All we know today is dust. If you can bring the MPT network back online, it could restore the hope humanity lost after the lunar colony fell. We could recover, rebuild, and most of all, start thinking about a future. You'll need to find the MPT transmitter at the Pearson space station. From there, the power signal was relayed to Earth. This was the final link in the MPT network before the blackout. If there are answers to find, they're at Pearson, Claire.
We need to head down to the shelter. These winds are getting bad.
Understood. Fortuna 1, this storm is going to jam radio contacts. You'll be on your own for a while. To reach the station, you must... Once you're in the...
Do the narratively inconspicuous. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the narratively conspicuous thing. In order to win the game, you have to. I'm sorry, you're breaking up. I couldn't hear the objective. Like here's the walkthrough for this entire video game. Stupid. I hate narrative. I hate narrative conceits. I thought I was gonna hate this game. I'm enjoying myself now. Complete the second stage of the launch sequence. Well, I guess we did that. I hope we managed to accomplish that since we're like stuck in the middle of space. Wasn't there an anime where we like ran into a bunch of trash? Hold on, am I on a timer? Do I have to do this in like 5 minutes? Otherwise the game's gonna activate a fail state? What are we doing here? Oh, that main engine. Because I don't want to waste gas or anything, so I'm in space. Second stage, I guess it's this shiny pink button. Seems fine. The other one too, I'm going to have to press it too. Flip a few switches and press a few buttons. Oh, don't forget to pull on the, pink thing. It's blue, that means we did it right. I earned a Fly Me to the Moon trophy. Where's my anime soundtrack? No, it's, yeah, where's my naked shonen, you know, floating in the distance in front of a silhouette of the moon? That was the ending, right? I kind of don't remember. That's your boy, Sailor Moon. I have slightly more, hand-eye coordination than Serena does, obviously. Can't you tell by my mad speedrunning skills? Who knows, maybe Dan Olsen will, do a speedrun of this game. It'll be like his No Man's Sky video, only. I wasn't going to use the P word, but let's just say that he was way more generous to the game than I think it deserved when it launched. No Man's Sky wasn't bad, it was just a whole lot of very little. They promised us the universe and basically gave us a walking simulator. Which was kind of what they planned to deliver from the get-go, in a way. It was supposed to be a walking simulator where you can do a bunch, like before Starfield became a thing. I guess Starfield's getting released sometime before the Resource Wars, I don't know. Hey, I'm recording this video in 2023. There's a very good chance Star Citizen will come out in the Xbox 69 in the year 2039. Just before the Resource Wars. So that means Graft will get a chance to play it on his one of his robot suits. After he gets his limbs replaced. Now what? Oh, we gotta... We're gonna have to line up like an Elite Dangerous, huh? Down. Oh, wrong button. What do you mean out of safety bounds? I need to get closer, I guess. So it's like that landing sequence in Top Gun, everyone's favorite part of Top Gun. Down. X. No. Circle. Circle. There we go. Then we'll hold, then we press, then we hold up on the left stick. No. Up. 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 X, 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 X. So these icons are telling me where to go. You can see those little triangles in the center of the screen where my reticle is. I guess they're telling me where to go. X, 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 X. Circle, 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 circle. Right. That doesn't look good. I guess I failed. Wait, we made it? Did we make it? No, we failed. Well, fam, we did it. We ruined the future. Let's try again. Hold up on the left stick. Let's move down. Circle. Yeah, it's just like Elite Dangerous, except the space station isn't rotating. Okay, we're in the pipe. 5x5. X. 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 That looks good. Where's the darn beacon? Circle, 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 circle. X, 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 X. This looks good. This looks good. Yeah! Got on the second try? Okay, that's very inappropriate. What's this game rated, by the way? This game is rated T. For tachyon beams, I guess. For tractor beams. This game is rated T for tractor beams.
You must have reached Pearson Space Station by now. The storm has severely damaged our instruments, so we can't reach your location or receive any messages. But we can detect fluctuations in the MPT network. If you can hear this, when you reach the control center, try to find out what's wrong with the MPT connection so you can bring it back online. Good luck with that.
Okay, hold on. We got 0G. That's right, I'm a G. Yeah, I'm the only G in this space station. Hold on. Square. Alright. Uh-oh. That can't be good. Maybe you should have warned me before I opened the freaking door. Where am I going now? Bring light. Where are the life support stations? Am I just supposed to wander around and hope I find the oxygen? They're gonna make me wander around and find the oxygen. Everyone's favorite part of a video game. Can't go that way. Oh, and the pixels are getting fuzzier. It's not looking good. We're going out, fam. We're going out like what's his name? We're going out like Ronnie Cox in Total Recall. Give the people the air. We are bugging out like a Spike Lee character. Yeah, Kawato screwed me, man. Where's that dumb Martian hand thing? Speaking of, yeah, so when do we get that Total Recall remake with Elon Musk? Or did they already make that? I think it was called Ad Astra, I don't remember. I never saw Ad Astra. Yeah, but I guess that was the Neil deGrasse Tyson meets Jean Le Carré movie. Is that what they were doing? Ow! Where's the freaking hair? Help! Help! I can't breathe. I don't know where I'm going. I'm all disoriented now. Okay. Was that what I needed to press? Should I not have pressed the button in the first place? Okay, this thing is flashing. Maybe I'm supposed to go there. No, that's actually where I came from. What's this, the 6 Degrees of Freedom shooter? Am I playing Hexen now? Yeah, I'm playing Forsaken now. It's great. I played that game on the N64 on my my channel. Ow! Darn it. Keep banging into the walls like a Brian De Palma movie. Just blow it out of the gosh darn airlock. Okay, that was a bad idea. Okay, where's the oxygen again? Where's that button? I need the button. Speaking of Brian De Palma movies, I'm getting around to watching Carlito's Way for the first time. But I skipped to the ending, and that ending is fantastic. That big like long take sequence that follows Pacino through that chase sequence, it's really amazing. I mean props. That stuff's not easy, but De Palma could do that stuff in his sleep. Like he was sleepwalking at some point doing that stuff. Like he knew what he was doing. He's doing that Spielberg thing where he's playing hide and seek, but he does a lot of long takes, which people think is super voyeuristic, but it just means that he's really into the whole long tracking shot thing. Like Russian Ark, only, you know, shorter. But I think I think it was Francis Ford Coppola who said at some point that what was it? He said he did an NPR interview about 4 or 5 years ago, I think, where he said, yeah, in the future of movies is live cinema. Not 3D, obviously, but like, you know, these sort of one take movies where everything sort of unfolds in front of you, which is going to make more sense with computers, obviously, because you're going to see more movies like Russian Ark, 1917, you know, Birdman, a lot of these one take, you know, plays where like all the actors hit their spots, but it all unfolds in real time, basically, with a few tricks, obviously. So it's like a play. Let me get that button. So it's like a play. So I guess I'm opening airlocks and running back to press the button. So before I open the airlock, maybe I need to Maybe before I open the airlock, I need to press a button. My flashlight recharges, okay. With what light, I don't know. Maybe it's not solar powered. So I have to open the airlock. So I think I have to open the airlock, then push the button once I get to the other side of it. Is there a freaking map in this game? Actually. Tools. Oculus. Why would I need an Oculus Rift to play this game? Fine. So again, obvious question asked. If I don't know where to go, maybe the signage could tell me where to go? I was hoping. Maybe I was hoping wrong. That's how I got here. I don't know. Maybe I need an objective marker or something. Oh, what's that? Hold the R2 button. One of Isaac Johnson's greatest achievements. I don't know. Without the Minovsky particles, I don't think mankind's going to achieve very much. When do we get those giant robots? Oh, that's right. Yeah, at some point after the Resource Wars and the Ghost 2 Walks came back to rescue us from the Biot Uprising or whatever. At some point we set up colonies and the Minovsky particles were developed, which meant that you had to have giant robots do all of your fighting in space. So at some point after the events of Ad Astra, the Minovsky particles were invented, so you needed giant robots to do all of your fighting. And then at some point the Quintessons got involved, I don't know. Gosh darn it. Was there something I was supposed to grab? That. Gimme. So that's probably why I needed to open the airlock. Okay, so where's the oxygen? He said. He asked furiously. His eyes bugging out. Like Mantenna from the old She-Ra cartoon. The original one, obviously, not the DreamWorks remake. Put that one on the list of stuff I desperately wanted to like, but nah. Oh. I guess I can't touch the button? Can I drop this? I can't. I'm not allowed to drop it. Amazing. So I can't push the button. I guess I'm not allowed to use my interactive object to push a button or anything, so I can stay alive. Maybe I should go down the red hallway? Oh, there is signage. I'm just not paying attention to it. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, you know it's bad when my HUD is going fuzzy. I think I've made my point. But I guess if you want to figure out how the Biot Uprising led to the development of Minovsky particles, stay tuned to more content on this channel. I guess I'll throw it in at some other time. My shared theory of the metaverse is finally coming together, now that I've had a good night's sleep. Okay, I got a minute left to find out what the heck I'm supposed to be doing with this. I can't press the trackpad. Hold on. Okay, this is driving me nuts. I'm probably gonna die here, so let's just end the video with a bang. More of a whimper, actually. Does this go in here? What do you know? Attempted fate. And I'll just end that sentence right there. Wait. That didn't solve the problem. Help! That didn't solve the problem. Well, it gave me a bit more oxygen, so that's good. I was hoping that would solve the problem. Help! That didn't solve the problem. Did I miss something? I guess there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. Heck knows what. Thanks, I guess. Yeah, how do I bring... I don't know how to bring them back online. But I guess I need another canister. I'm gonna die. Of course I'm gonna die. Okay. Apart from the whole existential dread that I'm dealing with right now, with this stupid... Boy, is this a metaphor or what? Oh, there we go. We got oxygen canisters. This is like one big metaphor. Like this is like the false crisis to a Rick and Morty cartoon. I'm okay with this. No, I'm not. No, I'm not okay with this. Help! I want to live. I want to live. Boy, your boy's really feeling his oats this morning, even though all I had was yogurt and jelly beans for breakfast. So we'll call it oats. If I want some more fiber, I guess I'll eat some of these sunflower kernels. So like, this is it, fam. This is gonna be the day where I sell this game to a retro game store and use the money to buy another Switch game. Probably Doom. I'll double check and see how much it costs. This might be the day where I finish up my Switch collection. Because there's a non-zero, there we go. There is a non-zero chance I'll be buying one of the Nippon Ichi classic titles. I do have, what is it? I have Makai Kingdom and Zettai Hero Project sitting right here. I think that's volume 3. There's another collection that, there are two other, apparently there are at least 3 collections. One of them I think is Phantom Brave and one of the Deskaya games. And another one is Rhapsody, which is a kind of a mediocre musical RPG. Like, they have actual song and dance numbers. I play the original PlayStation 1 game. Where am I going? Offline, very low. I don't know where the MPT network is. Maybe I should have followed the signs. Over here, maybe? There. I'm actually making a little bit of progress. This was not the game I wanted to play, though. It's still a walking simulator. You're just floating instead of walking. It's non-violent, so I'll say that in its favor. So unlike, say, your Louis Leon Paradigms, so it's like unlike your Ziv Zoolanders, we actually don't use violence to solve our problems. There's one more canister I need, I guess. How do I get there? Hunt for some oxygen, I guess. No, wait, there it is. Alright. No, that's not the canister I needed. But it's an oxygen canister I did need. I just need to find one more canister to, like, any more? Well, that was the O2. That was the O2 chamber, I guess. 2 bolts in the chamber. 2 bolts in the oxygen chamber, I guess. Oh, wait, what's that? That looks important. Yeah. Not Sean, Shuon. Not that Brit. Can I take this out? Wait, let's see if I can take this out. Oh, I needed that to open the door. This was literally a key? This was a freaking key! Which doesn't help me because I need more oxygen. Maybe I need to stop talking and just look for the oxygen. Maybe I need to whisper quietly to sell the tension in the sequence. I need to engage in performative commentary to sell the mise-en-scene, to sell the tone of this sequence. Yeah. I'm trying to reinforce the effect that this particular claustrophobic existential sequence is trying to fill me with. And I'll tell you what the effect is. It's ticking me off. It's like I'm dead. Oh well. I wish I could say it's been fun, but it wasn't. I was just amusing myself like an MST3K character, desperately trying to maintain interest in this walking / floating / pushing and pulling simulator about what happened to Earth after the ghost jungle died and the resource wars and all of that. Something Skynet, Biot, resource wars, Minovsky particles. Maybe this is the future that Crusher Joe was in. Yeah, that particular anime reference. No one's gonna get that. But if you're looking for more deep cuts and off-the-cuff stream of consciousness musings about 1990s Saturday morning cartoons set in the near future, I guess you can watch more of this channel. I don't know. Deliver Us the Moon is a video game that I obtained from the Maryland Library System. It was on sale at a very affordable price, and I kind of want my money back. But I got this much content out of it. But since this channel is not monetized, I'm sure I'll be paid in likes and subscriptions. Deliver Us the Moon on the... Whoops. Deliver Us the Moon on the PlayStation 4. Nah.